Hello everyone, today I want to make a quick video about my 2015 Ford F350. It's the XL base model and it did not come with fog lights. I bought a kit that is made for XLTs to upgrade this truck with fog lights. Now the reason I bought an XLT package is because the XLT package is designed for trucks that have the power package already installed on it. The XLs do not have the upgraded BCM. And this one does, because this truck came stock with power windows, power locks, blinker mirrors, the whole 9 yards. So the BCM is already upgraded on this truck. So even though this is an XL, the XLT will work on the XLs as long as they have the power equipment package upgrade pre-installed from the factory. Otherwise, you do have to buy an XL specific package that comes with a BCM to upgrade that as well. But this is what it looks like. I have one on the left done already. The one on the right is not done. They come with everything you need to upgrade the package. This is what it looks like from the back. This is the support bracket. And this is the front. This comes in two pieces. The shroud here, it tells you what side it's for. This is the left side. And on the back of it, it'll tell you left hand right there under the symbol. And the bulbs come in it already, and it's one washer on the bottom that holds it in, and then two at the top. And there's these four fasteners that hold the shroud on, and what you do is you screw them onto the plastic, as you can see. And then once you've screwed them down on all four sides, then you'll use a 12mm socket and push down those little fasteners down on top of it, and it'll prevent them from backing out. And there's rubber underneath the washer. I can see if I can get it, but it's hard to see, but there is rubber underneath that big fastener, and that helps with vibration and shock. And there's also rubber inside of this as well. So they did a good job with that. The harness is underneath here. This is where it's plugged in. And I routed it where these tabs hold the cable above the bumper. The instructions showed it hanging below, but I found it better to route it above. Then the cable that connects to it will be up here, and I just simply attach it to the frame there. And this is the plug here. This is a dummy plug. You'll pull this out to connect this fastener into it whenever it's done. And then in order to remove the bezels that are in here, you'll have to remove two screws. You can probably see them up here, those two right there. And you'll have to remove those two. And there will be one more right there. And you also will have to remove this cross brace right here. I'm trying to get to it. Here it is. These two right here, you'll have to remove these. These are 13mm sockets, and the other side connects over here. And you get that out so that way the large new light that will go in will be able to fit inside of that cavity. Otherwise, this big cross member blocks your way. And then you just simply plug in this tip right into the light, and that's it. Now, that's all you have to do to wire that up. And you can see the fasteners running all the way across to the other side where the other light I just finished is at. This is what it looks like whenever the new one is installed. I just simply placed it up in here. It's in here loose. There's no fasteners holding it right now, but the bracket's removed. And what you want to do is there's a little plastic knob that's on the bottom of this that will go down through the bottom here. And you want to make sure that little plastic knob is in that hole. That way everything lines up. And these fasteners, the new ones that come with the kit, they use an 8mm socket just like the ones that came out, and they are very long and very difficult to remove if corroded. It takes a while, and my arms got tired removing them, especially now that I've done another one on this side. But it's just the reverse of the install. You just put these three fasteners back in, then you'll put the brace back in where it'll connect to these 4 points here and here. This bracket's just loose, it just hangs in there. And then once you've done all that, all you have to do is plug this in to the cable, and it'll plug in here, and then this fastener will simply attach to that hole right there. I'm not going to do it yet because I need to attach the light, but it'll just simply pop in there, and then the routing will follow the bumper down to here and back that way, back to the cable I showed just a second ago. And then here it is plugged in this time, and all you have to do is just pull that old plug that was off there using a screwdriver, flat tip, and it'll pop right off, and then that's the new one all connected together. Here is everything back in place. The brace is back in place and secured. The harness is secured, and everything's in place. Also, I want to point out that there is an 8mm screw right here underneath this, right below the light there. That is your adjustment to turn the headlights left or right. Or wait, my mistake. It's to point them up or down, not left or right. You can probably see the screw in there with the spring. That's the adjustment to point the lights up and down. So you can adjust elevation using that screw right there. The kit also comes with a new switch for your lights. That way you can actually engage and disengage the headlights properly. That was right here. And you can see that it comes with an auto light, and the fog light symbol is what, and this will illuminate whenever it's actually on. So this won't pull out unless it's at least in parking. Then it'll pull out and it'll turn on and off, but it won't right now because it's not plugged in. But this is really easy to switch. All you really have to do is just take your hands and just pry on it a little bit, and it pops right off real slow and carefully. And then there you go. You can access the back of it. You can unplug it, and then there's about 3 plastic tabs here and on this side here, right there, and one more down here on the bottom, right there. There it is. So you pop those 3 out, and that'll slide right out of that bezel. You put a new one in, just snap it right back in like nothing ever happened. And then it also comes with a sun sensor for the automatic headlights, which you will install right here. Then you can pull the plug out, and that'll allow the sun sensor to react with the automatic headlights. Now the only catch is that if your truck hasn't been programmed for it, they won't work right away. You have to take it to a dealer and ask them to upgrade your programming to recognize that it has an automatic headlight sensor. Otherwise, they will not work. Your fog lights will work, but the automatic headlights will not. They also have a program online called Forescan that you can buy a licensing to and do it yourself using like a $30 adapter that will plug in down here, right there, and you can connect it to a computer and do it yourself. But if you're not exactly comfortable with messing around with your own truck settings, I'd recommend just taking it to the dealer and asking them to do it. Don't know exactly how much it costs, but I'd imagine it probably shouldn't cost much since it's such a simple task. But that's all the kit comes with, is those things I mentioned. And it's just that easy to upgrade the lights. And hopefully that helps somebody upgrade their lights later. And I will include a picture of that at the end of this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll help anyone out as best as I can. Thank you for watching. There we are. There's the finished product. It's nice and installed now. Everything's good to go. And come to the truck and turn it on. Put the key in the ignition. Get the accessories turned on. And right about here, we should be able to go to... I'll just turn the headlights all the way on, and then when I pull this out, oop, it came on. Good sign. Yep, they are on. There you go. Ready for nighttime driving. I'll have to put them up against the house later and to align the lights, but they look good so far. Oh, and I also recommend turning the wheels whenever you do go under there to work on it. I recommend turning the wheels outwards away from the last spot you worked on now, or going to work on, excuse me. That way you have plenty of room to get your hands in there around those fasteners. But that's it. Ready for a real good nighttime driving.